group of outdoor ed kids, and it got left behind, and it was such a nice one, I didn't want to just leave it behind. And so this is the one I carry with me pretty much anymore. But I like them out to my fingertips and maybe just a little bit more. If it's too long, when you're using it as a mallet, it gets counterproductive because you have all this counterweight back here absorbing a lot of the energy. And so I don't like to make them too long. On the other hand, when you're using it to put the stuff in and out of the fire, your cook pot in and out of the fire, you want some distance there sometimes. And also when you're using it as a pry bar, you want some distance. So this is just a real good length. Now, for some people it comes out perfect like Rachel's, from your armpit out to your fingertips. Other people might have to add a hand. What's your name? Come here. I'm just taking you because you're somebody smaller right now and you're wanting to make one anyway. Okay? You're pretty much the same thing there too. Okay, anyway. You might need to, add some measurement if you're a smaller person, but anyway, you can just handle this and see how it measures out on your body. So again, talking about what tools do we need? Yeah, right now the saw, okay? So just measure this here. And Jay, let's cut you one about the same size here while we're at it. Yeah, that comes right to that. That's good. These branches coming out of here, the easiest way to get rid of them. That's all right. Okay, this makes it better. You see what I'm doing. This is the really good way to point the stick. Learned this from techniques that farmers used to use to make fence posts. The first thing you do is square it off, roughly. Okay, see how it's kind of just gotten squared off? Then just knock off the corner of the square, which you're basically making an octagon. And so that gives you roughly round. Okay, and you can take your knife to that and round that out a little bit more. While I'm working with the machete here, I'm going to knock off any lumps, unless you're liking the lumps. By the way, I wish it, I would want actually a harder wood than sycamore. And the soft maples aren't a whole lot better, but they work. Now, if you have straight edges like this, one of the things you want to be sure and do is what they call chamfering the edge. I'm just going to do part of this here and give it to Jay before I finish it up for her. So you want to be sure and do that. The reason for that is if this happens to hit, especially like a rock or something, that's going to split out that edge and just make it ugly and not as usable. Do you have a knife to work with by any chance? Okay, so here's your stick. What you need to do is,
peel it.
You need to peel it. And I need you to come up here and help me just a little bit closer.
It's not sharp.
Jim has a knife.
Or yeah, hang on to your knife. You might want it for something else in a little bit. You can use this one. Just sharpen these, so be real careful with it, yeah? Remember what the most important knife safety rule is? Who can help her out? What's the most important knife safety rule?
Never cut towards yourself.
What?
Never cut towards yourself.
Never cut towards yourself? Why?
Because you can cut yourself.
Where's it going to go?
Always what? always be thinking, where's it going to go if it slips? Like whenever you have that knife out the sheath, you're just always thinking, if this slips right now, where's it going to go? And make sure you're staying safe, okay? And watch out for other people that are close to you. You could slip and stab them. We call that your blood level. Yeah, you missed that one. We were talking about that earlier. Okay, so you're going to want to peel it. You're going to want to chamfer it. The one thing I want to do, though, is I want to refine your point just a little better. And the way we're going to do that is, come over here. You're going to do a little batoning. Hold on to this, okay? Hit the end of the blade, like right here, when I tell you to. Ready?
This end?
With that end. Go ahead, give it a good one. Okay, see how I just cut that off? By batoning like this, you can be really accurate, because I can put the knife right where I want, I can get the exact angle I want. Unfortunately, you need a friend. But that's fortunate too, right? Because we've got friends. Go ahead, Mark. Okay. 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 And maybe one or two more times. Go ahead. And let's do one more. Okay. You notice that I don't bring this down to a real fine point. Okay, this is wood. If I brought it down to a real fine point, I start digging around in the dirt, that real fine point's going to break off anyway. So you don't want your point much finer than this. You know, when she's done smoothing it and everything, it'll come out about right. All right? There you go. Get some hardwood and carve a wedge on each end of a stick about this length, and then you cut it in half. And so, and you know, to end up with two of these guys. And the way this is going to work, but don't drive your knife all the way in. Just get it started good, and then you put the wedge on here and just split it using the wedge.
And it would work if you had straight grained wood.
Yeah.
But some woods would
When
not
you got,
split at all.
when you got swirly grain, yeah, you're going to have trouble no matter what you do. But it's something to keep in the back of your head anyway, that is an option.
You can make wood wedges with felling a tree too.
Yeah.
I've used those when I didn't have metal wedges.
Fire and you're working around here where you're eating or something like that, and you want to move your pot, and you don't want to get your digging stick out and poke somebody who's close by you or something, this works really good. What I'm reacting to though is in flattening this down, rather than coming from both sides, you just went one way. So this could have been wider. In other words, you've narrowed it down. That's why I like coming up from the bottom and down from the top, so I end up with the middle section to get as much width as possible.
That's what I noticed I was getting.
Yeah. Now, what you can do with this, because you have all of this length, you could cut this if you wanted to and redo it, or just live with it the way it is, and the next one you make that way. Other than that, it's good utensil, and that would work. That would totally work. Okay, it would just the wider it is, the better. It's,
Yeah, I noticed I was smoothing off the sides and I thought, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
yeah.
You did that too.
Did you? Okay. Yeah, I got to see.
Yeah. Well, you know, living and learning, and this is quick and easy practice. So if you need to make another one, we can cut you another stick.